Hello everyone, welcome to video number 23, Bone Crusher here. Today we're gonna continue our training sessions, no changes, same rules, and we'll see what we're gonna get to hopefully we'll get as many situations possible so we can explain why we're placing a bet, why we're not placing the bet. Don't forget, if you want to get the method, email me bonecrusher@bonecrusher.co, or if you like me to answer to your question, give me a call. Remember, I'm Central Time, so please call me during the day up to 8 p.m. So let's get started. I registered 18 rolls, and it's visible. We have plenty sevens, and 6 was over here, but roll one single time. 8 was roll one single time over here. The rest 5 and 9 few times, and we can consider him, back-to-back 7. 2 and Yo, they're junk numbers, and no 10s up to here. Typically we can place a bet if we registered at minimum 18 rolls, and this is the 18 ones. So let's get started, and we have back-to-back 7. So let's keep going, and we got heart 6. Heart 6 and a new number. I'm just forgot to set my timer. So okay, heart 6 is the new point. We can go with the protocol. Literally, is a red number? No. As a non-loss returning? No. We have less than 9 rolls, we don't 7, or we have 1 or 2 7 in the last 12. So we have plenty. In this situation, we'll not be able to place a bet. If we trying to lay something, we have to have a base. Otherwise, this is nothing. So I will probably wait for the table to turn back and positive direction. 5 is a red number, so we definitely will not be able to place a bet. We'll continue. So 7. Oops. 7 and 5. It's confirmed red number. I was looking to see if 5 was qualified as a OD. So this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth, and this is the fifth. So definitely 5 is an OD, and I will write it down here, 5. But it's a red number confirmed, so we'll not be able to take advantage at this time. We will see where the table is going. So the new point is 5. I'm not even try to go by the protocol, because we got so many 7s. Right now this particular table it's considering you know, a negative table or a cold table, whatever you like to name it. And typically when the numbers do not repeat, so this is not considering numbers repeating or, you know, disconnection, because usually know it's a new shooter. So you can, you know, play the no, or, you know, we switch to the dark side, but you know, I will not be able to demonstrate with this this board here, so we'll continue and we'll see what's gonna happen. 7 again, so 5 is confirm again as a red number. So definitely it's a very cold table, and I will not make any mistakes since we are playing with the same system across. Okay, the 8 is a new point, and is a red number, so we can't place a bet, and I will not take any chances. We have like a 5 sevens and the last 10 rolls, right? So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, well, you know, typically its indication is a cold table, 100%. Now, the methods say if you have 5 or more sevens in the last 12, you should probably, you know, not probably, you should expect a hot roll. However, I'm not expecting anything at this time, so we will continue and we'll see what's happened. So 6, and the 8 will get a line. Let's go ahead. So I cannot place any bet until I'm gonna clear somewhere over here. So I will go ahead pretty fast. 6 hard. So this is you should do on this particular table, unless you know you go to dark switch. 10. We don't have a history, but you know, it's 12, 24, 28, 29. It's kind of long, you know, lost. I will not do anything. I don't want to lay the bet since it's a cold, you know, table. I want to make sure I can do that. So 10 right now. If you considering a long lost number for the next roll, we can lay the point. You can lay the actually number, or we can lay no, not the 5, because you know it's an OD, so we have to be very careful, because if you think, oh, okay, I can lay a confirm 3 times red number. No. So here the only choices we have is a lay the point or lay the 10. And in my opinion, so 8 is the point, and he's got 1 line. So we will not be sure what's happened, but I'm expecting more on 8 to show up versus, you know, back-to-back 10. So I'm gonna lay the 10 for $100. And as I said, 8, you know, and the shooter makes his point. So the lay 10 is no longer, we lost the opportunity. And you know, if you considering, as we considering, you know, laying 10, so now it's a long loss returning, so that might be considering a good bet in the future. 5. Okay, 5 is a red number 3 times confirmed, so no action at this time. And you know, I will probably know you will say, why don't you lay a bet? Well, sometime when the, you know, red number it's confirmed 3 times, allow you know, a different number, or you know, other, you know, box numbers, you know, to follow, and then 7 is showing up. So right now I can't place any bet, so we start having repeat numbers, right? So you know, the table is turning into the positive table. I will say you know, warm table, not hot. So I'm not gonna place any bet, so I'm still waiting up to here in order to you know, clear. And you see 10 you know, as a long loss returning, as I said, you know, will be a good bet. We didn't place the bet because of this situation, but 10 has been rolled. So you know, it's true, you know, when the long lost number returning, so here was considering a long lost, so it didn't follow by 7, and then it's considering a long loss returning, so it's considering also a good bet. So we'll continue. So we have Yo 11, and we have 12. Okay, since 12 has rolled, definitely I will lay the point. 5 as a red number, triple 3 times confirmed. I will lay the 5. I will lay the 5 for 2 rolls, $120, so we can get it you know, paid 80 if we win the bet. And we got the 9. This is the first bet after 12, so late 5 is in effect, and excuse me, 8 actually has got another line. So this was the first, this was the second. So 5 got the line, 12 is you know, is followed by 9. So the lane 5 is in effect. 9 is a red number with 1 line, and let me check, because I yes, that's correct. Sometimes, you know, I miss this information, but it's not a mistake. Everybody can make mistakes, you know, like this. Since, you know, the game is going fast, you don't have too much time, you know, to revise the, you know, the records. You might make that mistake as well. So it's acceptable. You know, sometimes you can lose based on that, but you know what you can do. I mean, even me, I can miss, you know, a record. So the second number has been rolled and wasn't 7. So I will take this down, and I'm expecting, you know, 5 to be rolled. So typically, you know, if the 12 survive to 2 box number, we're expecting the shooter make his point. Let's update the record. So 9 will get the line, and 8, if he's gonna roll next roll, it's kind of clear right now, but you know, it's we can probably know, considering placing a bit, but not next, since, you know, the 8 is a red number with 2 lines. Well, in this situation, I might you know, keep up with the, you know, with a different, you know, I can lay a different number. So I can lay the 8, or I can lay the point, but the point, you know, it's an OD, so definitely I will not be able to do that. But then if we go back and, you know, we're looking to 4, it's kind of 12, 24 over here. So it's not a long loss, but, you know, didn't roll quite a while. And that can be also a good bet. Otherwise, you know, I'm afraid, you know, 5 being a being a point shooter will make his point. So let's try to lay the 8. Okay, lay the 8 for 120, so we can get pay if we win that bet for $100. Okay, and unfortunately we lost $120. So this is the very first bet and we lost. So now 8 is no longer a red number, is no longer a red number. 5 is the point, and you know, we have 2, 4, 6, 7 rolls after the point has been established. So you know, 5 is an OD, 8 just roll is a recent green. It's an indication the table is turning into hot 1. So I was just revised the 9. So I think we'll place a bet, you know, for we lost $120. So I will start, you know, from the lever number 2 because we want to recover the losses. And if we losing this bet, we are out. There is no way to continue. So, but we got the 9, and we win this bet, and the winning on the 9 is $175. So I'm gonna put I will erase 120 and I will put just 55 as a positive. Okay, now you know, 9 just you know, rolled, and I'm just checking one more time. I don't want to make mistakes. So 9 is you know, as a red number with 2 lines. I don't want to, you know, lay a bet on the point. I don't, and I think, you know, the 4 is a loss. So 12, 24, 25, 26. No, we need just 4 more rolls. So no, cannot be considering yet. So if we trying for because 9, you know, it's definitely not, and 8, you know, is repeating. So actually, if we considering, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 1 more roll and will become an OD. 9, starting from here, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 12, 24, 23. It's not an OD yet, but you know, can be you know, 12, 24 actually, you know, if it's not gonna roll next, so it's gonna lose the opportunity. But you know, we still got another opportunity over here. So I will not lay any bet because I don't see any numbers. If we go with the second week number, so this is recent green, this is recent green, you know, the first and the second is the point. So let's go back, the first, the second, the first, the second. If you want to, you know, we can do a late 10. Well, why don't you do an L10 for $100, you know, just to see what's going on for one single roll. And we got the 9. So the 9 is the new OD. Okay, 5, it's still an OD, and is the point. So right now we got the, you know, 9 and 8 pretty hot. So we lost the opportunity to this, and we have you know, 2, 4, 6, 8, one more in order to place a bet, and I will place across, of course, you know, a level 1 this time. Okay, let's see what's happened. And we got an 8. So it's good because we made $35, and 9 is getting erased. So right now we got back-to-back 8, back-to-back 9, and open 8. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, but it's look like this shooter make 1 point here, and we expect him to do the second point, and especially when you know, the 12th survived 2 times. So I will go ahead and place another bet. You know, I want to, you know, make sure everybody understand, if you feel it's going to be a hot table and you get an indication, you know, you might expect, you know, the shooter make his point. So why don't you go ahead and, you know, place the bet. So we got 3. You know, if we're looking into our chart, 8 and 4, 8 and 4 followed by 2, it's safe, but not by 3. So right now I will turn this off for 1 roll. Unfortunately, you know, as the roll, and we got the 9. And you know, keep in your mind, 9 is the sister to the point. If you you know, if you remember, you know, the angle player, when the, you know, I will come up with the, you know, the definition. When one number is OD, which is a green number, and is the sister to the point, it's actually, you know, it's an OD, right? And it's sister to the point, place both numbers 5 and 8 because they're reliable bets. So in this situation, I will continue placing across, because 9 is an angle player and is an OD. So you know, definitely you know, we expect him on a hat roll, and you know, 6 just rolled, and we win this bet for $35. Okay, now let's check the 6. Okay, you know, 6 was rolled last time over here. No, over here. So it's not a red number, it's not long lost number. So we keep going, guys. We keep going. So 9 is you know, an angle player, is an OD. 6 do not make too much difference, but it's not a long lost number, so we will go ahead, and we got the 9. So we made another $35, and we keep going. So now we have 969, well, which is 1 for me, 1 for you. So we have the indication, you know, the 7 might not follow. So we will keep going, guys. Okay, it's a hot shooter, and he's repeating a lot of numbers here. And again, 9 is an angle player, is an OD, and is sister to the point. I'm happy to have this situation to explain you a very close about the angle player. So OD and sister to the point. Now the 5 is no longer OD. You see, 5, he lost his privilege as an OD, but we have one for me, one for you. Typically, we can place those two, but now it's an angle player, so it's twice confirmed. So we'll go ahead, and we got the 9. All right, so we made another $35, and 9 is sister to the point, so it's an angle player. Let's keep going. Let's keep going until we get a red alert. So I don't see any red alerts right now. Let's take a look really quick on our chart. 9, no, that's the first, is a junk number. So we will take our bets off and we will continue. And we got the 7. You see the rule of the junk number. If you're pushing and continue, we don't think about 9 followed by 3, a junk number. Most of the people will do that and they will lose the bet, and especially when they pressing, they see 9, 8 back to back, 9 back to back, 8, 9, 9 back to back. So they pressing and pressing and pressing, and boom, 7 shows up. But you're a smart player. You took the bets off, and you're the only one who's keeping the money, and all the other players is losing. Okay, so we will continue. So it was pretty hot. So this shooter makes 12, 20, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So 20 rolls. Okay. 8. Okay. 8 just rolled is not a red number. If we go by the protocol, and I think, because I lost track. Let's see. We got, let's considering here the last one. 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 12, 14, 16, 18, which is exactly on time. So the new OD is 8. We have 9 and 8 as an OD. So 8 is the point. We go by the protocol. Is not a red number, is not long lost. We have 1 or 2 7 in the last 12, of course. We have less, of course. We don't have an angle player because we just established the point, and this is an OD, so definitely it's indication we might be successful placing a bet right now. And we got U11. All right, let's check really quick the chart. We 8 will be safe if it's followed by 2 snake eyes, but not by yo. So we will take this off, okay, and we'll see. Okay, the second time we save our money just by follow a simple rule. A simple rule. This was the point. To keep the bets off when the junk number is rolled. So, guys, I think you learn a lesson, and you keep that lesson in your mind. So we have back-to-back 7. Okay. Don't be tempted, when you see back-to-back 7, to place a bet on come out roll, especially when after so many rolls has been rolled, 7 will catch up. So do not place when you see back-to-back 7 in this situation. I might do it when the regular when shooter makes 6-7 rolls and 7 shows up, which is the, you know, within his probability, you know, typically a 7 will show up every other 6 rolls. So, you know, you have to think that way. But right now, I will not place any bet. So it's junk number 3, and we'll continue. And you see 7. All right. Well, I know you're gonna say, well, I can't believe this guy, you know, is a magician, or maybe he knows the roll from the, you know, in advance. Guys, you know, I cannot see the roll it's coming. It's completely random. You should try it yourself, and I record live, so you know, there is no such a tricks. But now, because you know we have 3, I will place that across on a come out roll. So I'm a sort of covered, and we got the 6. So 6 is the new point, and we just win this bet on a come out roll, another $35. Okay, so 6 has been rolled, and let's check really quick and see what's going on. The last time was roll over here. You know, I don't see anything to show me, you know, something as a red alert. 6 has been rolled over here, so you know, we have back-to-back set, actually considering, you know, 3 sevens back-to-back. 6, well, I think, you know, we should be safe, you know, to place a bet, and why not? Why not? I don't see any indication, you know, and we have already so many 7s, and we got the 9. Okay, we win this bet. We made another $35, and now 9 is in OD. Okay, never been followed by, I mean, after become an OD, wasn't followed by a 7, and okay, so 30 minutes has been ended. You know, we made some money here, but I just want to end it with a 7. I'm gonna place a bet right now, and we'll see what's happened. And we just got 10 hard. So this is make us 50 bucks. And the question is, what will be next? What will be next? Well, 10 has been rolled 1 time over here, 2 times over here, 1 here, 2 times here. Never been followed by 7, never. And it is no long lost, you know, number, because it's 12, 24 should be 30. I think we can place a bet. So 9 is an OD. You know, 6 is nothing, but you know, 10, it's not steady and strong because it's never been rolled over here. But you know, never been followed by 7. So we will see what's happened. Okay, so we lost the bet. We lost the bet. So 7. Okay, and you know, 10 is a new red number. So we lost the bet over here, which is, you know, the level number 1. So we can recover playing 1 single time level number 2, but I'm gonna let first to establish a point. So 10 hard, it's rolled again. So this is our you know, the new point. So is a red number and I will not be able to place any bet since, you know, I got so many sevens. And you know, you're gonna ask why you place those bets, because you didn't follow the protocol. But I was follow my instinct, and I said, well, after I was winning this in a come out roll and 9 was an OD, I was continue. 10 never been followed by 7, so I was continuing. I lost the bet. I can, you know, figure out, you know, before I placed that bet. Definitely I didn't follow the protocol, but you know, in the indication, so I hope you understand. So 6, you know, we win the bet on the come out roll, and then 9, you know, actually we continue placing a bet, and we was getting a 9. So we will continue placing a bet, we was getting a 10, and then we continue and we was getting a 7. So right now I will not place a bet, you know, on the next roll. And we got the 9. So the 10 is gonna get the first line. Okay? So right now, you know, we have so many sevens, and you know, I forgot to write it down here. We lost $160. $160, and I think I made that mistake, $40 mistake. You know, before. No. It was a lay bet. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was correct. I apologize. Yeah, I didn't pay attention. Okay, now the 9, it's an OD, and you know, but we have so many sevens. What will be next? We'll take a risk placing the bet, since the 9 is an OD, but we have so many sevens, you know, behind. I will probably, you know, say no. Let's follow the protocol, since, you know, we have to play in a level number 2 one single roll. So I'm not gonna take any you know, risks. And we got a 9 again. You know, it's not clear what's going on. 9 is an OD, but you know, I need a clear, you know, a little bit, you know, the sevens. So I'm afraid, since, you know, I'm playing with so high, you know, bankroll. So 9 is a red number. You see, I was afraid, and I was getting a 7. So I was, you know, anticipate this. I wasn't anticipated here, so I was surprised, and I lost the bet. So now the, you know, the 4 is the point. I'm just trying, you know, to recover that, and I will end the session. So 4 is definitely a long lost, right? So when the last 4 has been rolled, right here. So we have a long lost number. Okay. So also the 8 has lost his privilege as an OD. The 9, it's still an OD. 4 is a long lost number. So right now, I will lay the 4. So for $100, because, you know, it's a long lost number. We expecting a 7 for next roll. So now we lost the you know, 5 is a red number, 3 times confirmed with 1 line. So we keep up the lay 4 for 1 more roll, and you know, it's 5 again. So let me put the line. We'll continue keeping the lay bet on the 4 for $100, and we lost again. All right. Well, So I supposed to realize 4, since was long lost, and one long lost returning. I should not keep the lay bet on the 4. I should keep lay bet on any other number, especially 5. So we lost another $100. So this will be a little bit difficult to recover since we lost so much. But at least we kind of cleared the the 7s. So 5, it's rolled again. So 5 is a red number with 3 lines, and now is the point. So let's revise the definition of the established point, and is a red number. So when he's got 2 lines, is 85-90%. The next roll is a 7. So in this situation, I will probably lay the 5 for $120, and it's 4. So 5 is no longer a red number, and 4 it's not is not a red number, and it's not considering returning because it was over here, but I think it's an indication we can place a bet. I will place a bet on level number 2, and we will see what's happened. If we're losing the bet, we are done. Well, we win this bet, which is great, because on the level number 2, on the 4, we was getting $250. So we got $260, so we still got $10 on the red side. Okay, and 4 has rolled, and I'm gonna place level number 1 just to clear that $10, and we got the 9. So we win this bet. On the 35, we got 25, and our session is ended since we passed the time. Let's figure out how much we made. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 210, and let's see, 6 multiplying 35, 6 multiplying 35 plus 55 plus 50 plus 25, so $340. 25, it's canceled that. So we made $340, and we kind of lost some bets, but we recover pretty good, and we apply all the rules. Over here, I recognize I made that mistake, since no, not here. I think, that's the first one, and I think over here, but anyway, thank you very much for watching. Keep on watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Remember, we always right, occasionally wrong, but never in doubt, and this is a proof. Thank you, guys.